Greetings, citizens of the world. We are anonymous. The recent situation in Hong Kong, and to be quite frank around the world, is untenable and must end. I am not calling for any violence whatsoever, as this will only give the ones currently holding the power more of an excuse to implement even more draconian laws and acts of aggression against the people. What I am calling for are well-organized strikes nationally and hopefully internationally. This, if we act and prepare ourselves in the correct manner by stocking up on food and other essentials, it will enable us to stop working for at least a week or two, and so will hopefully force businesses and politicians to give us a far greater percentage of power within our countries and local communities. Ultimately, our goal is, and should always be, unity within all of the world's societies and countries. We must make this change if we are to truly change the status quo of starving and killing people en masse, as we have seen, for the past decades. I myself grew up watching the horrendous scenes of children starving in Africa, and beyond. This has haunted me ever since. I refuse to celebrate the holiday known as Christmas until the children of the world are fed properly. I have felt this way since I was young. I have seen many other atrocities in my lifetime, and it is time to say, enough is enough. We cannot allow this to continue across this incredible planet. It is time for all the peoples of the world to stand together as one, and stop this charade that has plagued us all. How can you sit and enjoy your good food and clean water, all the while others are dying, before your very eyes? I hereby call on everyone that isn't blinded by the mainstream media to turn off your TV, and join in with the compassionate nature that surely dwells within us all. Just imagine if it was your child, or your family. On to another subject, that has again risen its head from above the parapet. Sweden has recently stated, bravely I might add, that it will recognize the Palestinian state. No sooner did they do this, the United States and Israel called the Swedish government in for a discussion. I am pleased that they didn't change their minds under the no doubt extreme pressure and threats that were levied behind closed doors. Many politicians in the UK are trying to make this happen too, but the Conservative Party did not attend, and even if the vote was unanimous, nothing will happen, as it is only a recommendation. So, that being said, I can only assume that the Conservative Party do not care about the children that have been murdered by the Israeli government, and that the UK will continue its sanctioning of Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people. Shame on you, David Cameron, and all of your co-conspirators. You have the blood of these innocent people on your hands. This is supposed to be a new millennium, and yet we see that all we are doing is repeating the last century of bloodshed and occupation. This time, however, it seems that the interests are oil, along with the domination of certain so-called strategic areas of the planet. The people with their eyes open can see through this facade very easily, and the covert tactics being used, yet again. If we look at the way that some police forces have treated their citizens, then we know that they have abused their power, and this also cannot continue. The police are here to serve us and not the corporations. It is time to truly unite, and work together to make this world what it really should be, a safe haven for everyone. Please make the Million Mask March 2014 one that the governments of the world will never forget. Thank you for listening. We are anonymous, we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us.